Good evening, everyone. Thanks for checking in for this late edition severe weather update for you. We're talking severe weather chances for the day tomorrow, Sunday, March 15th. 2026. The entire area is under a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk from the Storm Prediction Center, as you can see on your screen. If we break that into the categories, notice the tornado threats. Best part stays off to our south, say south of Evansville, down to Nashville, Paducah, Kentucky, places like that. We do have a 5% tornado threat, but again, I don't see tornado potential as a huge problem for tomorrow. The big problem will be damaging winds. We see a 45% purple tornado or purple damaging wind threat there on your screen. That's stretching from Florida up to Newton and Robinson and points south of there. So if you're along that Route 50 corridor from Olney over to Lawrenceville and Vincennes, down to the south from Fairfield, Albion, and Mount Carmel, you're in that a little bit higher chance for some damaging winds tomorrow. You also see these white hatched lines on your screen. That's something new that the Storm Prediction Center has rolled out to kind of convey intensity levels of the storms. So when we're talking damaging winds, we could see these on any of the outlooks, but the damaging wind one in specific highlights the potential for some wind gusts as high as 75 miles per hour. So could be some strong winds tomorrow. And the purple, what that's showing us, the 45% risk, is showing us the area of greatest population of these storms, or where we could see the majority of these storms form, if that kind of makes sense. So that's what those two different groups mean now from the Storm Prediction Center. If we flip over to the hail threat, if there's anything good about this, it'll be that the hail threat is virtually non-existent tomorrow. It will be a damaging wind event with the chance for a couple tornadoes as well. Still at an enhanced risk. We'll see if anything changes. I'll keep you updated on that. But let's flip over to future radar so we can talk timing. We're going to pick up future radar here at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. You're going to see two waves of showers and thunderstorms try to develop. The low pressure here is centered all the way out in western Iowa at this point, and the cold front is trailing way back here still in Kansas. As this pushes east, we're going to see showers and thunderstorms start to fire up along the line. Now, the high-res models want to try to fire a line up earlier in the morning. This is about 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, trying to form a line of some showers and thunderstorms ahead of the front. It is possible we could see this. This won't be the big severe weather maker, though. As we get later in the day, here's now lunchtime. Notice that first line decays pretty quickly as it moves into our area. The big story is the second line, which is forming out west of St. Louis. You'll see this get organized here in just a second. Again, this is at noon tomorrow. Nothing really going on in our neck of the woods. That first line decays. The second line picks up strength. By now the time we're at 4 p.m. There's some stronger thunderstorms moving through the St. Louis metro area and pushing east. By 6 p.m., the showers and thunderstorms are knocking on our doorstep, say along that I-57 corridor. 7 p.m., they're moving through the heart of the area. By 8 o'clock, they've now pushed off to the east. So I think the best timing for storms in our neck of the woods, severe storms with that damaging wind potential, is probably going to be from about 6 p.m. to about 8 p.m. tomorrow night. That's when the storms look to be moving through the area by tomorrow. Timing could change a little bit, but the models have kind of started to lock into the 6 to 8 p.m. time frame. So that's the biggest threat for severe weather. Again, this looks to be a linear storm mode, so a lot of damaging wind potential out of this. There is also the possibility for some embedded tornadoes. These would be brief spin-up tornadoes that would form along the line. Again, best threat for that's going to be down to the south, from Evansville over to Nashville, places, further down to the south where this line looks a little bit more broken. Again, honestly, I think the best threat for tomorrow is going to be some damaging wind potential as we go into the early evening hours. Behind the front, two things are going to happen. Temperatures are going to drop quick, and the winds are going to pick up significantly. Third thing that could happen is we could see some snowfall. Let me show you this here on Future Radar. We'll put this up at lunchtime. There comes the wave of storms through, and behind the front, winds are going to turn sharply out of the northwest. We're going to see gusty winds tomorrow associated with this. That's why the National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory across the area for some significant wind gusts tomorrow afternoon, somewhere in the 35 to 45 miles per hour range. Once that front comes through, we still have the gusty winds. They just switch out of the northwest and bring with it potentially some light snow showers. These aren't really going to amount to anything, but it's March and we could potentially see some snow showers by the time you're waking up on your morning on Monday morning. This is now 7 a.m. Maybe some scattered snow showers across the area. Again, I don't see a big problem with these. I don't think they're going to really stick, but don't be surprised if you wake up Monday morning and you see some snow flurries or snow showers out and about. Just be prepared for that. It is very possible with this storm front as it's moving through. I mentioned temperatures are going to drop pretty quickly too. Here's high temperatures right around lunchtime tomorrow. We may be pushing 70 degrees, at least upper 60s across much of the area. By tomorrow evening, by about 1 a.m., the fronts move through. You see that very clear line in eastern Indiana. At this point, the cold air is rushing in. We're down into the mid 30s across the area. Again, about 1 a.m. Monday morning. Monday afternoon, the highs don't get much above freezing, or they try to, but we hover just below the freezing mark across the area, say lower 30s along that Route 50 corridor. But the wind chills are going to make it feel even colder. This is the same time, about 4 p.m. Monday afternoon, wind chills in the upper teens. So it's going to feel we've got another shot of winter coming into the picture by Monday into Tuesday. Hopefully, temperatures will moderate a little bit after that point. But it's going to be one last stand for winter here as we go into the first part of the work week. Again, severe weather chances tomorrow, best timing 6 to 8 p.m. Damaging wind threat looks to be the primary threat. Couple embedded tornadoes can't be ruled out, but damaging winds in excess of potentially 75 miles per hour are possible. Stay tuned for updates as we go throughout the event tomorrow. I'll try to keep things posted as quick as I can. I'll hopefully have some more data out mid-morning tomorrow as the new model data comes in. We hear more from the Storm Prediction Center. Have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow.